pulsations on the back of my leg.
Those are varicose veins, Grandma.
Varicose veins? Hey, what's the difference between a vein and an artery?
How would I tell you about?
The difference between an artery and a vein is the concentration of oxygen located in the blood they are carrying, the size of the vessels, and the direction that they are pumping blood in relation to the heart. An artery is a much thicker vessel with a thick outer layer and a thick muscle layer of smooth muscle tissue from the muscular system. And inside of that, there's a smaller lumen. The artery does not consist of any valves because it contains oxygenated blood that is being pumped away from the heart towards different body systems and organs that need oxygenation and nutrients. The vein, on the other hand, is a much smaller vessel with a small outer layer and a small layer of smooth muscle from the muscular system with a larger lumen. Inside of that lumen, there are many valves that are pushing deoxygenated blood towards the heart from different parts of the body. In between are the capillaries that are in control of the gas exchange between carbon dioxide and oxygen in the blood. Once the oxygen leaves the capillaries, which are made up of many small cells that allow for transport, the carbon dioxide then comes in and is transported out through the veins where it can be disposed of and oxygenated in the lungs. The respiratory system also has a major part of this because it reoxygenates the blood coming from the veins and turns it, and in that transports it into the arteries where it can be taken throughout the body.
Vericose veins form when the valves inside the vein stop working, causing a backflow of blood. This causes the vein to become irritated and swollen. The backflow of blood can cause a buildup of red blood cells in the vein. If the blood sits in one spot for too long, it can congeal or become solid. We never see varicose arteries because they don't exist. We never see varicose arteries because the arteries do not get clogged because they don't have valves and or inflamed as easily as veins, which causes them to become varicose veins. Also, arteries are deeper under the skin than veins are. Varicose veins can be treated in a number of different ways. For example, losing weight, not wearing tight clothing, elevating your legs, and avoiding long periods of standing or sitting can all help with reducing varicose veins. If those options aren't working, there are a few more things that can be done. Compression stockings are the next step above the self-care options. These stockings squeeze your legs, which helps the veins in your legs to move blood more efficiently. For severe varicose veins, a doctor can use sclerotherapy, where a doctor injects foam into the varicose veins and closes the vein. This should reduce and or get rid of the varicose vein altogether. There are many more procedures in which can help or get rid of severe varicose veins.
The overall impact of veins and arteries and varicose veins on your body is pretty drastic. Arteries and veins are what's pumping oxygen and taking out unnecessary toxins from our body, while also bringing nutrients to different organs and tissues. Without this, or with clogs, such as varicose veins, there are parts of our body that cannot be oxygenated, and they can die off, and we can become severely injured. So, Grandma, make sure you're watching those varicose